All right, folks, we are live here in Defuniak Springs, Florida. We are watching Hurricane Idalia as it is moving north into the Gulf of Mexico, and it is accelerating as it is doing that. And as you can see, conditions starting to go downhill on the northern Gulf Coast. Clouds are certainly building. This is looking south towards the Gulf, towards Hurricane Idalia. And here's what we got going on radar. So you can see the storm is down there. It is down there southwest of Tampa, and it's moving north. It's starting to speed up in motion. Last I checked, it was moving north at 14 miles an hour. We'll be getting a new update pretty soon from the National Hurricane Center in just a few minutes. You also see, so you see the main area of action down here, but you also see this these bands coming through. These aren't really directly associated with the storm, but they are connected in the fact that it is a lot of the result of the moisture ahead of the storm, causing these bands to form near the Gulf Coast. And you can see they are certainly part of the circulation, or have become part of the circulation, even though they are not directly attributable to the cyclone. And nonetheless, causing the weather to go downhill on the northern Gulf Coast. So as you can see, the winds are starting to pick up. See trees swaying in the wind. See if I can get the camera to focus. But certainly the winds have picked up just here in the last few minutes even, and I expect that will continue. We have a hurricane warning up for most of the Gulf Coast that's east of here, down the Florida Big Bend, and pretty much all the way down the west coast of Florida through Tampa and all of that. But yeah, certainly things are going downhill on the northern Gulf Coast. And of course, we will be going live later today as well from different locations here on the Florida Gulf Coast. And we'll likely be going live from either Panama City or Mexico Beach at some point, or perhaps a little bit further down the Panhandle. And Mexico Beach, actually, that was a town that was pretty much wiped out by Hurricane Michael back in 2018. And Michael did something that, it formed down there in the just to the east of the Yucatan Peninsula, and then just sort of slowly metastasized into a Category 5 hurricane at landfall. And there's some concerns that this storm could do something similar to that. Hopefully not Category 5, but there are projections taking it to certainly Category 3, Category 4 at landfall. Now the good news is it's projected to hit probably somewhere in this Big Bend area of Florida, and there's not a whole lot of population over there. Most of your beaches are over here, and this is mostly just swampland over here. But there are, certainly you've got the state capitol up here in Tallahassee, and so certainly some, certainly the storm should not be taken lightly by any stretch, especially if you do live in any of these areas. And we are starting to see some rain coming down now here in Defuniak Springs, as some of those bands start to make their way north. All right, so just like I mentioned earlier, we will be going live later today from different locations down the Florida Panhandle. We'll just have to see what pops up and where. As always, if you haven't already, please give the stream a thumbs up here on YouTube and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And also ring the bell. Make sure it's all so you get all notifications whenever we go live in the future.